We saw evidence today that companies aren't cutting so many jobs as before. The Labor Department said 312,000 Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week, and that's down 2,000 from the week before. But one company that's still shedding jobs, lots of them, is technology pioneer Hewlett-Packard. That's part of the strategy of Meg Whitman, the CEO hired to save the company. Whitman was once the global marketing manager for Mr. Potato Head. But after her days in the toy industry at Hasbro, she went on to grow eBay into a giant, bought Skype, and spent $144 million of her own money running for governor of California, an investment she lost. Can Whitman assemble a happy face now for HP? Anthony Mason met her in Palo Alto.
You're right here?
Right here.
When she took over Hewlett-Packard nearly 3 years ago, Meg Whitman literally tore down the executive walls.
So have a seat. We'll have a meeting.
So did you move everybody out into cubicles?
I did.
Why?
So when I got here, this whole area was wood-paneled offices with very formal. It looked like a bank in many ways. And I said, okay, for 10 years at eBay, we sat in cubicles exactly like this. And the interaction that happens is amazing.
Hi, Meg Whitman.
The 57-year-old CEO who took eBay from 30 employees to 15,000 in her 10-year reign there is now trying to turn around a tech legend. A 75-year-old company started in this Palo Alto garage, now recognized as the birthplace of Silicon Valley.
Our industry is undergoing one of the biggest shifts I've seen in my career.
As computing has shifted to mobile phones and the cloud, HP's growth has stalled. Whitman has announced up to 50,000 job cuts, about 14% of the company's workforce when she took over.
There aren't many tech companies that have been able to make these kind of transitions.
You're right. You have to be willing to cannibalize your existing business. And frankly, I'd rather do it to myself than have someone do it to me.
Please welcome Meg Whitman.
In Las Vegas this month, Whitman revealed that Hewlett-Packard is working on a radical redesign of computing, a project it calls The Machine.
This changes everything.
How? By building computers in an entirely new way, using light to move data instead of copper wires, and combining all forms of computers' memory in the same place.
What will the machine be able to do?
Well, it will be able to compute much faster with huge amounts of data, and it will also take up a lot less space and pull a lot less energy.
HP has committed 3/4 of its lab staff to the machine to have it ready by the end of the decade.
That's a big bet.
It's a big bet. We are taking a lot of the chips in the Las Vegas analogy and putting them on red.
How big a bet is this, do you think, in terms of cost?
Well, it'll depend over time, but it's in the billions of dollars.
We have to keep moving.
The CEO who built eBay knows Silicon Valley only rewards those who roll the dice. Anthony Mason, CBS News, Palo Alto.